Welcome back, everyone. I'm Beth Haynes. In the new year, we're seeing several changes on social media. And the more they change, the more they look alike. Facebook on Thursday launched a new feature called Trending. Just like on Twitter, it allows people to tap into hot topics, gaining buzz across the social network. The move is an effort to boost engagement on the site, which has reportedly seen teen users leave in the last year. Joining us with more on the trending items and the changing trends is Bob Wilson, Digital Media Director at Moxley Carmichael. Really appreciate you being with us today.
Great to be here.
We have an interesting discussion. We want to begin with a new trend on Facebook. We saw Facebook borrow the hashtag from Twitter, and now they are using the trending feature that we've seen on Twitter.
Yeah, they started rolling that out today. Several people have got it. One of the girls in our office got it today, so we had a chance to look at it. It's a lot like Twitter in the sense that it tries to tell you what is really popular right now, what's going on, what people are talking about. It gives a little more information than Twitter does. Twitter generally just shows you kind of a hashtag, and this tries to give you a little more information so that you know what that item of news is about. Which is helpful, because if it's not of your interest, then you can move on.
Why are we seeing these features crossed over to different platforms?
I think everybody's trying to get a hold of what's going on right now. And they want to know that. Facebook and Twitter want to know that information, but they also want to be able to give it to me and you as users. They want us to go there to find out that information.
Okay. Well, a new study also showed 53% of Twitter users also use Instagram, and 90% also use Facebook. So is this the norm? And if so, why do we feel we need to be on several social networks?
Yeah,
and I am. And
yeah,
you probably are as well.
Sure, absolutely. I think they all do something really well. Twitter has that kind of that running news thing, those updates that it does extremely well. It does a little bit of photos, but not as well as Instagram does. Instagram does photos fantastically. And then Facebook does the keep up with all your people really well. So I think they each have their niche. They have their own little thing that they do best. And by using all of them, you get the best of all worlds.
You're on your phone or your computer all day, right?
Exactly.
Well,
to the other.
Yeah, in 2013, we learned Facebook was losing young teens to other social networks, and according to Mashable, which is a social media news website, those teens are going to something called We Heart It, and kind of similar to Pinterest, I've heard it described as.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot like Pinterest, but it's much younger in its topics. It also has pictures, deals with pictures primarily, but the pictures are a lot of fashion. In most cases, they're appropriate. A lot of fashion, a lot of just a younger mentality.
Okay.
With Pinterest, you're going to get recipes in addition and decorating ideas. The users of We Heart It haven't really got to the point of decorating a home or cooking yet.
So what age group are we talking about?
We're talking about probably under 18, certainly under 20.
Oh, wow. Okay, and that is called We Heart It. And do you think it will be as successful as Pinterest?
I don't know. It's got a narrow market. I was reading about it the other day. It has no debt. The company has no debt. It has not had to borrow any money. So from that aspect, it doesn't owe any money to anybody. So it can do really what it wants and doesn't have to pay out any. So from a money standpoint, they're in great shape.
What other trends do you think we'll see 2014?
I think apps are going to be really big. Apps have exploded in the past year with so many smartphones coming online, and more people as they get a new phone will get a smartphone. And I think you'll see a lot of the apps take over some of this stuff where they'll do a little piece, like they'll do the photos well, or the messages, updating messages well. Apps are going to be, I think, a big thing going forward.
Anything else? We were talking about Snapchat earlier. You're kind of explaining the concept.
Snapchat is a big deal with the younger audience as well. They recently turned down a buyout offer from Facebook because they're growing so rapidly. So it's
really just taking a picture and sending it.
Yeah, it's sending pictures, and then they disappear unless you make them into a longer form, which they last a little longer.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother yeah.
Wow, just wow. Hard to keep up with all these social media
It changes
trends.
every day.
It does. Keeps you on your toes for
really
sure.
does.
Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Yeah, great to be here.
And have a great